welcome to another Timeless General Reading. If you found this video, this is your reading. There may be some perspective that you gain from the reading that benefits you. Please leave anything that is not resonating. And if I say not resonating, I don't mean uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because some people don't want to address things sometimes. They don't want to maybe question themselves or question if something is happening or they're a part of something that should be changed. So sometimes, might not be this reading, but you might find a reading from me in the future and it's like, I don't want to question this, but maybe it's worth questioning sometimes. Even if you have a different perspective or opinion. This is art for perspective, for reflection, for focus. Please take any of your own intuitive messages. If it's not resonating, it's not resonating. That's okay. Leave what isn't resonating behind and focus on using my general readings as an opportunity to get messages, but also sit back and just reflect on what's going on for you, how you're feeling, check in with what's real to you. So Justice card is out, Three of Cups is out. I previously did a reading which was focused on stability. I may link that at the end of this reading. This feels almost like it's attuning with some of you who that specific reading was also focused on. So this could be some sort of development. I'm checking in with you right now and saying that, yeah, there is some sort of development, support, emotional support, offers, potentially. Something is coming into a state of flourishing with stability. So this could be about growing stability, networking, putting things together. I love how the Three of Pentacles has essentially all these figures sort of intertwined, stitched to an energy center. So this could be about pulling out strings, pulling out attachments, connections that weren't serving you, or this could also just be specific situations and connections. So it's not you might be attuning with this because you have been walking away from people, but you also might be attuning with this because you've been walking away from persevering or putting up with something that you shouldn't have had to, something that had you knotted up, tense, having stored emotions. Maybe you took some action to release something in some sort of social situation or setting so that you didn't feel closed off or unexpressed, or your internal world was so separate to what was going on externally. Maybe you took some action in a situation that alleviates stuckness. So Three of Pentacles could now be talking to what to do with this now that this blockage is released. What can I choose? What can I direct my focus onto to keep moving or create something consciously with others? So yeah, this could be about healing and connection. Three of Cups is about support. Ten of Pentacles can be indicating family, home, children, spouse. So yeah, it could be any of those things. It could also be about unstringing childhood trauma, childhood wounds, childhood relationship dynamics in your family that you were a part of. So Three of Cups is a card of support. It's got the Stargazer thing highlighted, which is just a throwaway message. It's a separate thing. So I am a Stargazer personally, and I do like to keep an eye on the night sky, see what's going on, see where we are, what's up there. And this past week I have been noticing a spike in, I would say, unidentified human unidentified to humans objects. I don't even know what to say there. Maybe I should use a different word. UFOs, or not UFOs, just things that are clearly not human ships or a shooting star. I usually intuitively go outside and spot these things. I'll be going for like walks at night in nature so that I'm away from light pollution and I can see things clearly. But yeah, I've been noticing a lot of that stuff. So some of you might be benefiting from like some reflection time outside, stargazing. You might even spot some things. I'm not talking about satellites or planes or anything like that. I've literally it's almost like, if you've seen a shooting star, you know what that momentum looks like. It's like something on a path and it doesn't disappear. And it's clearly from a distance, like the altitude, the perspective's different. Anyways, just trying to say that to explain to people, because there's like a lot of AI stuff going on out there. But you know what? Oftentimes I see things and I can't get it on camera. And that's the realest stuff. You can't take a photo, you can't take a video, it will disappear. Sometimes they disappear when you try and do that. Or, yeah. Anyways, it's just a side message. So that could be an activity or inspiration for some of you when you're with friends. Maybe there's like some time out in nature. I really do like the idea of like observing something with others or like sharing in a co-creation. So those of you that are trying to like get back together with friends, family, maybe there's some sort of activity that takes the effort off like individuals to make some sort of social dynamic work or entertaining. It's like we're all experiencing or co-creating or doing the same sort of thing. Could be like watching performances, going to see an artist, something like that. That could be like a throwaway message to some of you, some inspiration. Maybe also like Queen of Pentacles is someone who's like, she's sitting so content, she's got that comfortable chair. She's got like, I think of the vines as like an antenna. So this is someone who's in nature, who is just like getting some nurturing energy and maybe is connecting with their intuition in nature. So that could be the reflection, some time outside in nature, whether it's alone or with someone. Picnics are cute. I'm just trying to be creative and give some like inspiration here in this reading, I feel like. Some of you could be getting to this point where you're tuning with like more creativity and intuition with your path, with what you do in life, how you make choices. Six of Swords can be the energy of, this is the reflection, someone who had to either persevere with something or had to like keep up with everyone else, keep up with everyone else's standards, everyone else's expectations, what my family needs me to be doing and is requiring me to do right now, what my work situation is requiring and demanding me to do right now. This is past energy. This is someone who is like kind of treading along, keeping up. They have like the path kind of laid out to them. They're still intuitive, but there's this like attachment to other people and how they like pull you in different directions, pull your path in different directions. Ten of Wands is someone who doesn't really have that attachment anymore. Maybe they've learned the lessons, maybe they've gained the awareness, the value, the skills from their past or the things that they were doing and interacting with, but now they're like, how am I going to take what I've learned or what I've achieved or developed and put it to use with like a bit of spontaneity, a bit of intuition. Not talking about like negative, dissociative spontaneity. This is someone who's like feels the freshness of opportunities or could even be like travel, could be inspired to go somewhere right now. Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Wands is definitely giving me that. So it's like being happy in the scenery so that we can be inspired. Okay, Moon card. Moon card can talk about like depths, shadows, and I always think of like that stuff coming out at night. So this could be some like deep introspection is occurring for you when you find this reading at nighttime. I'm not sensing like sleepless nights or like torment, but this is just like unraveling things coming to surface at night. Maybe it's like a bit of shadow, a bit of contrast. So we've got like good things that are happening, focused on. Maybe this person's a bit creative, they're content with their environment, or like they can keep the peace or give themselves some experiences to like enjoy whatever they're doing, but they're still maybe focused on like becoming aware of the past. Or there's like a highlight I'm getting of relationships, so this could be about addressing something in a romantic relationships. Let's get some more cards actually. I feel like maybe another message might come through that's like gonna lead off where we're at. So I'm gonna switch the deck and see what else comes through. Whoop. Whoop. That felt weird. That felt so, that like spun all the way around then like a record. Okay. Two of Swords. This could be identifying something that you don't see coming. King of Pentacles is almost like, I don't usually see the card like this, but this is like excess. So I'm sensing into someone who was like closed off, constricted, protective, probably super wounded and protective, and they open up and there's like so much abundance now. King of Pentacles is someone, it's like everything's growing. Look at like the vines in the garden, it's just like overgrowing. Person, this person's like content. It's so interesting. I never really noticed, but in this illustration he's got his eyes closed and I really like it. I like the King of Pentacles card because he's got one hand on like the wand or the staff, whatever you, amulet, and one hand on the coin, but it's like nothing is held too tightly. It's like I'm content with what is. I'm content with what I have, even if it's like shadow stuff. So it's like maybe you're content with the lessons you've learned in life and the things that you've been through, even if it wasn't pleasant. You're content that you have that awareness now. And that awareness could be unlocking you from a Two of Swords mindset. So I'm hearing fearless. So yeah, I would say Two of Swords is someone that's closed off and then they become fearless. Ooh. That's so funny. I usually like sing my lyrics in readings to like get into focus, and then I channel other people's lyrics, but I'm channeling my own lyrics. So it's, I was getting like onto bigger things, onto better days. So it comes to someone who's kind of like waiting for the ships to come in, the cups to be fulfilled. King of Wands could be like there's some protection towards that. And Nine of Pentacles is someone who like is quiet, entrepreneurial, fresh, new, things picking up, things starting up. Bit of it like an experimental energy too sometimes. But yeah, there's this message of like walking away from what's unfulfilling. And I think I'm just like coming back to the start of the reading, there's a similar sort of thing where it's just like what's not working out, what's not reciprocal, what's not stable, maybe you've let it just like slip away or fall away, or you've addressed it. So you can start to work with what you do have power over, what you can focus on in your life, in your environment that gives you more fulfillment, stability, ease, flow, and maybe you've directly taken some actions to leave or end situations that weren't fulfilling, that were draining, unreciprocal. So these cards could definitely be highlighting a shift, like it's just a reflection of your energy at this time. I think we'll pretty much close the reading here. I'm just going to do a little bit more of a shuffle. Justice is back out. Can you clarify that Justice card for us? Still one more. Okay, so it's like root chakra stability highlighted, 10 of Wands, someone that was like overworked. Maybe this is justice to some sort of situation, some sort of withdrawal from like my backbone's getting highlighted again. So Devil card's got that tailbone highlight. There's some sort of like release, protection, stability, I would say, coming through with you physically at this time and in relationships. So yeah, you could be someone who's focused on how stable you feel in your body. Maybe before you were just like blindly persevering. I would say the universe is probably going to give you some sort of like justice, and I'm hearing access to something. Could be financial, could be a person. This could be something that is like meant for you when you're not burnt out and blindly pushing ahead. I'm like, where's the key card? It's kind of like, unlocking something. So there's this highlight of someone who was overworked, burnt out, maybe had some stability trauma, tailbone trauma, lower spine trauma, people that make you feel uprooted, or I have been like expressing myself artistically in different ways, but I've been sort of talking about how like I personally also struggle with lower spine issues, back pain, or being overworked. And I even have been like a bit bitchy and telling women lately, like, my back hurts so much more when you constantly criticize and nag me, because every time you criticize and nag me, you're talking over me, you're not seeing me, you're not listening to me, and you're literally draining my energy, and you feel like an energy vampire that's just sucking the life force out of me. And I have some old injuries. So when you nag and criticize me constantly without seeing the value in what I have to do, I feel body pain. So that's my vocalization, that's my expression now. This might be relevant to your situation, but there could be something that needs to happen, or that you've done like this that unlocks something for you. It's like when I address exactly the circumstances or the issue that is blocking me or putting me like in a 10 of Wands energy where I just feel like I'm so depleted and I have to persevere. When you get rid of that energy, the flow, the movement happens. Something unlocks for you. Justice. The Fool can also be like blissfully unaware of what you've done. So maybe this is like a course correction or an action. Could be something that you don't see coming that is the result of addressing stability matters. Could be very specific to like emotions and relationships and how people treat you, and that's actually what has a ripple effect on finances and other matters. So yeah, that is the reading. I hope it serves some purpose for reflection. I'll leave this here. Until next time.